Good afternoon. This is the Mayor's COVID update for April 30th. Today I'd like to discuss several good news items with the residents of Brockton. The week started off really badly. On Sunday night I was informed that there was a worker with COVID at Brucelea Haven, and that was quite upsetting. Very luckily, I'd like to thank Dr. Era for his amazing work in stepping in. He called right away on Monday. He sent a team in to Brucelea Haven and had everybody swabbed, and the test results have been coming in through the week. So far there are 260 test results of workers and residents, and not a single resident or worker tested positive for COVID. There are 60 tests outstanding, so let's keep praying for those residents and workers at Brucelea Haven. It was very upsetting. It's looking good. Your prayers have worked. And I can't express enough how close to my heart that the workers and residents are at Brucelea Haven. I really hope that things work out, and it's just vital for our community that we have a safe outcome with Brucelea Haven. So once again, thank you much, Dr. Era, for your very hard and astute work on the Brucelea Haven file. A second piece of good news I'd like to share with you this week is that I received a phone call from Chapman House, the hospice, and they gave me an update on the South Bruce Grey Hospice, which is planned for Walkerton. The chair of the board, Paul Rowcliffe, informed me that they're still coming to Walkerton with the hospice. The COVID has delayed things a bit, but they're still working behind the scenes on lining up donors for rooms, donors to for the name of the entire building. And when they've got a few more donors lined up, and when the pandemic's over, the hospice is going to come down, and we're going to have a big groundbreaking ceremony, and a sign will go up telling people this is the home of the hospice. So that's great news. That project's still on track. Third piece of good news I'd like to share with you is that after my last video about my concerns about our downtown and big box stores and encouraging people to support their local merchants, Minister Lisa Thompson, she reached out to me and she asked me, what help do you need? And I told her the downtown merchants are suffering, and she is reaching out to the Associate Minister of Small Business, and next week she's going to set up a small business forum on Zoom for the members of our downtown to weigh in and tell the government what their concerns are and what help they need from our provincial government in this very bad time. So those are three people I'd like to thank, and really appreciate some positive news coming to the community. We held a council meeting on Tuesday, and there was some good news there also. We had a large number of planning applications, so developers, people are still investing money in the community and building housing units. So that was great to see. And our council also worked away at some long-range plans. We discussed and gave direction to our chief financial officer that we're going to need to take a look at our budget and tighten our belts a little bit to make sure that losses that we've suffered because of the COVID, that we don't go over budget, and we need to keep an eye on our budget, and we've directed our staff to do that, and our senior management team is preparing a report for our May 12th meeting. There were also a large number of COVID-19 reports on the agenda that gave us some updates. I encourage you to review those reports that are on our website so you can get some updates. The reports will be added to our webpage. So in summary, it's been a rough start to the week, but we've got some good news, and we need to focus on the positive. Right now it's a dark time, but there is light at the end of the tunnel, and we must not be complacent though. Today we had more good news on the case count. There was the second day in a row of 0 cases, so that's great. We're doing great in Bruce Grey, definitely flattening things out. But we can't be complacent. We have to follow all of the guidelines from the provincial and federal government about social distancing. There are many targets to meet before the province moves ahead, but the numbers are encouraging, and I would like to encourage you to be a leader by staying home, practice social distancing, and remember that we are all in this together.